Hey everybody, I'm Monika McKenzie, joined today by Patrick Strawn to recap Liberty's first conference matchups against Westchester this past weekend. We saw 2 dominating wins. What else did you see from this weekend, Pat?
Well, I saw perfect execution in the game plan, I think, that the coaching staff laid out for their team. And we really saw that. First, it kicked off with the midnight game, big fanfare, like sold out arena. It was packed house, and I think the team really played off of that. It was a little back and forth at first between the Flames and Westchester, and then they really established from one end to the other a really complete game. And then even Saturday night, it was like a complete tale. Brock Thompson, he pretty much said when he was talking to you that they're going to win 12-1. And what did they do? They were good on their word. They won 14-2. So really perfect execution of the game plan, and from, as I said, from all aspects of the ice, especially on the special teams on Saturday where they scored 3 power play goals.
Yeah, so Friday night we saw a 6-1 win, as you said, 14-2 on Saturday. So what was the difference between those games?
I think the difference was probably a little bit for Westchester, a little bit of lack of sleep. I think playing at midnight is definitely an atmosphere that you're not used to, more so like all the fanfare and all that and the energy it builds in. So that probably pumps the home team up and then pumps the away team up too, because they never played in fans with that many fans, but even more so a different time, and I think the schedules might have gotten a little thrown off. Then too, honestly, I think on Saturday, you saw once things started just chipping away for the Flames, they just couldn't stop it. Like there was nothing that I think Westchester could do. Like, I mean, they faced almost 60 shots this weekend just on Saturday between the 2 goalies, and honestly, it was just complete execution of the game plan, and really they just did a phenomenal job. Especially, I think, key moment when they cut off the 5-on-3 early in the second period where Westchester could have been able to probably do something and they weren't able to score on that. I think that really also deflated them as well.
It's 4 games into the season now. The freshmen should be feeling comfortable, those rookies who came in for the Flames. So how do you see the team chemistry building?
Oh, it's definitely gelling a lot. I mean, a lot of Flames got their first career goals. I believe it was 4 or 5 of them that were able to get their first goals just from this weekend. So that's huge. That builds confidence. As Cole Gammer said, Ed, I felt like a weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. And honestly, I think that kind of felt the way for Jordan Bochinski when he scored. Josh Bergen, who was on the team last year and now plays defense, he scored his first game. Victor Blomberg as well. They were all just able to contribute, and I think that just helps. But even team chemistry-wise, you saw just a lot of gelling. I mean, when you put up 14 goals, and from all the different goal scorers, I believe they had 10 different goal scorers, you're going to see a lot of chemistry developing, and that's what we just saw. Like, I mean, execution, as I said, and I think that's the good word that you could use for what happened this weekend, solid execution.
Taking a look at what's ahead for the Flames, they head on to the road for the first time this season, a few more conference matchups ahead. What do they need to do to keep winning, specifically these conference games?
I think in particular, they need to stay out of the box. Like, that was one thing, one area I would say that they were lacking in, a little bit more discipline. Like, I mean, even some of the penalties. You got to be careful when you start playing your New Yorks and when you play your Stony Brooks and Delaware. Like, those are teams that are going to really give you fits if you give them that many opportunities on the power play, and even some non-conference matchups too when they play Alabama again or they play Ohio. Like, they definitely need to be a little bit more disciplined and stay out of the box.
This weekend they're going to be heading up to Rutgers to play them. Last time they were up there, they actually dropped the game last season. So what do they need to do this weekend to get a win?
Well, I think it's the key thing from that time, it was the third of 3 games that they were playing on that weekend. So, I mean, I think that played a factor in the loss, and I think this time they'll be a lot more fresh. And obviously, they came down here and they played Rutgers, and they were able to take it to them, in particular when they beat them 10-0 when Quinn Ryan makes his TSN Hall of Fame goal. So I expect probably a good execution again, and this is another chance for the Flames, another weekend just to get better, and as I said, take it one game at a time. And so, like, that is something that they need to look at it really this weekend and not really look past when they come back home, play Syracuse, or later down the road when they're here playing Ohio. They need to honestly focus on this weekend, and I think they can come away with 2 solid wins.
All right, Pat, well, thanks for your insight. As always, for more information, head over to our Liberty Club Sports website. For Patrick Strawn, I'm Monika McKenzie. Thanks for watching.